Hi everyone. My name is Renee Guide, and I'm going to talk about young adults, and the topic is the effect of media on the development of Black females' self-image and self-esteem. In the media and in society overall, there are many stereotypes about all women. Uh, but today we're going to discuss some stereotypes about young Black females. Um, the media is flooded with negative stereotypes of Black females. Many of these females may begin to identify with images portrayed due to people automatically treating them accordingly. Stereotypes in the media can lead to discrimination and oppression of these women in their schools, jobs, and other social institutions. Facing these adversities may affect women's biopsychosocial development. Um, During the young adult stage of development, young adults tend to start thinking about working, they're getting out into society. Um, they're thinking about relationships, finding relationships, probably marriage, children, things like that. According to Erickson's stages of psychosocial development, young adults are in stage six, intimacy versus isolation. During this stage of development, individuals learn to give and take with a significant other without sacrificing their identities. However, according to the emerging adulthood concept, young adults may still be figuring out their identities around this stage, and they can still be influenced by outside entities. Now we can start to think about the media because the media is everywhere. It's all around us. It's television. It's the internet. It's social media is a rave now, um, and these images are influencing everybody that are a part of looking at it or experiencing it. I believe that during this stage, if there are a lot of negative images uh, that portray a particular group of people, those images can be internalized and affect how that person functions in society. Um, One of the stereotypes that I'm going to talk about is the um, strong black woman, mad black woman, strong black woman. It's really describes an independent woman who can do everything on her own, doesn't need any help from a significant other. Uh, she's just doing it all. Internalizing these stereotypes can affect women in stages six of Erickson's stage of development and lead to isolation because at this point, if you have internalized the strong black woman stereotype, you wouldn't be going through that stage six, because you wouldn't be thinking about partnering up with a significant other. You would be more thinking about, I can do it on my own. I don't need the help. I don't need the companionship. Um, Actually, I read a study that um, tested the strong black woman stereotype, and it's tested 92 black female college students to identify if the strong black woman endorsement limits black women's ability to cope healthy, cope with health, cope with stress in a healthy way. Um, what the study found was that individuals that endorsed the strong black woman stereotype actually coped with stress in unhealthy ways and were more prone to experience mental health issues, i.e., depression. So, what I get from that is that because they want to, because of this stereotype, and they want to do everything on their own and they want to feel empowered, which is good to feel empowered, but everyone needs help. But and so any woman that has internalized this particular stereotype, it seems as though the stress on them is much more and the ability to cope with that stress is much less, which can lead to depression, anxieties. Um, the next slide, we can talk a little bit about girl self esteem and self image. The inability to develop positive self esteem and become comfortable in one's own skin can cause major problems in young adults in many avenues of society and may lead to depression, anxiety, eating disorders, and other mental health issues. Um, with all the images in the media, just perpetuating what society believes is beautiful, a lot of young black females uh, have problems just feeling comfortable with their own self, in their own skin, due to what society says is beautiful. And now they start to believe that maybe I'm not beautiful because I don't look like that, or my skin is too dark, or things like that. Black women has been and continue to be portrayed in the media in a negative light. Some images include the mommy, the Jezebel, baby mama, welfare queen, video vixen, and the strong black woman. Rap music constantly refers to black women by derogatory names. Black music videos portray black women as sex objects. Seeing these images may play a part in the formation of identities of black young women. These images may also play a part in how others treat these young black women, um, and the projections that come upon them. So when these young women go out into the world, it may be much more difficult because society is now looking at them in a way that may not even be their particular identity, but due to the stereotypes, now that particular person may be discriminated against. For instance, if looking for a job, and there's a stereotype in society where all black girls are lazy or disrespectful or has an attitude. Um, an employer may not want to hire that particular person, even though that person is not that way. But the stereotypes and the generalization just clouds everyone else's mind, and this can affect that particular individual's development in society. I wanted to touch base a little bit on Black male stereotypes in the media, or more, not the angle I want to take is really how Black males portray Black females in the media and how that portrayal can affect Black females' development and how Black females think about and feel about themselves. Um, in the rap music, in a lot of the music videos, um, Black men refer to Black females as, you know, vixens, not loyal, all these negative things. And I believe that those portrayals from the male counterparts can also have a devastating effect on female self esteem and females' self image. Also, the men put out there what they expect Black women to look like, i.e., small waist, big hips. So the women are internalizing this, and because during this stage in development, you want to be attractive, you want to be looked at because you're looking for a significant other at this point. So if you're hearing from the media and from the ethnic society that this is what is appealing and this is what you should look like, then that can cause an internal struggle and lead women into possibly thinking about um, altering their appearance in whatever way necessary. I mean, I've seen a lot of altering, and a lot of women cover up their true selves just to look like what society says is or deems as beautiful. So I think that the male counterparts and the images that the men put out there is very important, and it affects Black females, young females deeply. Portrayal of Black romantic relationships, love and marriage. Young adults are at the stage of development where they are interested in forming intimate relationships. But issues with self esteem and self image can lead to issues in forming and maintaining relationships. Um, in the media, we do see some uh, Black family sitcoms. The oldest one would have been maybe a good one would have been The Cosby Show. We have some college ones. There's some today. You have Blackish. Um, you have a strong Black woman in Scandal, but still, even though she's a strong Black woman, and she's doing things in Scandal. The problem that I have with that is that she's having an affair with a married man. So they still kind of put that negative aspect in there, um, which I think can, you know, give people certain inclinations that, oh my, she's a strong Black woman, she's doing things for herself, and maybe being with a married man is not a big deal. Like, I think that it's a negative thing to put out there, you know. But as for relationships in the media, there are some good ones, there are a lot of bad ones, especially in the reality TV shows. It doesn't show Black relationships in a good light, and I believe that um, for young Black females and Black men, seeing positive relationships in the media is crucial because a lot of people don't have those positive people to look up to in their communities. Some do, and we'll talk about later on, you know, how just community involvement and having positive role models can change, all these self-esteem and self-image issues. Um, but the media is such a big entity and just a mega social institution that if there were more positive relationships in the media, and I think that it would make a difference because everyone looks up to the media. Rap music, I was listening to a song just today, and it says nothing. These rap music says nothing about relationships. It